Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. She had beautiful golden hair that shone brightly in the sunlight, earning her the nickname Goldilocks from everyone who saw her. One day, while wandering through the forest near her house, she stumbled upon a quaint little cottage. Curiosity getting the best of her, Goldilocks approached the cottage and peeked through the window. Inside, she saw a cozy living room with 3 chairs, a big one, a medium-sized one, and a small one. Goldilocks pushed the door open and entered the cottage. The first thing she noticed was how delicious the smell of porridge filled the air. Feeling hungry after her long walk, Goldilocks found 3 bowls of porridge on the table. There was a large bowl, a medium-sized bowl, and a small bowl. She tasted the porridge from the large bowl, but it was too hot. She tried the porridge from the medium-sized bowl, but it was too cold. Finally, she tasted the porridge from the small bowl, and it was just right. Goldilocks quickly ate it all up. After eating, Goldilocks felt a bit tired and decided to sit down for a rest. She saw the 3 chairs in the living room. First, she sat in the big chair, but it was too hard. Then she tried the medium-sized chair, but it was too soft. Finally, she sat in the small chair, and it was just right. But just as she settled in comfortably, the chair broke into pieces under her weight. Now feeling quite tired, Goldilocks went upstairs to find a place to sleep. She found 3 beds in the bedroom, a big bed, a medium-sized bed, and a small bed. First, she climbed into the big bed, but it was too hard. Then she tried the medium-sized bed, but it was too soft. Finally, she lay down in the small bed, and it was just right. Goldilocks quickly fell asleep. While Goldilocks was sleeping, the owners of the cottage returned home. They were the 3 bears, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They noticed right away that someone had been in their house. Papa Bear growled in his deep voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mama Bear cried in her soft voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge too." Baby Bear squeaked in his tiny voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge and ate it all up." They then noticed the chairs. Papa Bear roared, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Mama Bear sighed, "Someone's been sitting in my chair too." Baby Bear wailed, "Someone's been sitting in my chair and broke it all to pieces." Curious and a little scared, they went upstairs to the bedroom and saw the beds. Papa Bear grumbled, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Mama Bear exclaimed, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed too." Baby Bear cried out, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still there." Goldilocks woke up with a start to see the 3 bears staring at her. She was so frightened that she jumped out of bed and ran out of the cottage as fast as her legs could carry her. She didn't stop running until she was safely back home. And from that day on, Goldilocks never again wandered into the forest alone. And the 3 bears learned to always lock their cottage door when they went out, just in case another curious visitor decided to come in. After Goldilocks ran out of the cottage, she never forgot her adventure with the 3 bears. She often wondered about them and hoped they weren't too angry with her. Meanwhile, the 3 bears tidied up their cottage and fixed Baby Bear's broken chair. They were relieved that nothing serious had been damaged and decided to make some changes to their home. Papa Bear suggested reinforcing the chair legs, while Mama Bear thought it might be a good idea to make their porridge in smaller bowls to avoid waste. Baby Bear insisted on keeping his small bed just the way it was, as it was his favorite place to sleep. Days turned into weeks, and one sunny morning, Goldilocks decided to take a stroll through the forest again. She remembered the cottage where she had met the 3 bears and wondered if they were still there. As she approached the clearing where the cottage stood, she was surprised to see the 3 bears outside, working on their garden. Papa Bear was planting vegetables, Mama Bear was tending to the flowers, and Baby Bear was chasing butterflies around the garden. When they saw Goldilocks, they paused and exchanged curious glances. Goldilocks hesitated for a moment, but then walked up to them with a friendly smile. "I'm sorry for what happened last time," Goldilocks said softly. "I didn't mean to cause any trouble." Papa Bear nodded solemnly. "We were surprised to find someone in our home, but we understand you were just curious." Mama Bear smiled kindly. "You're welcome to visit us, but please remember to knock on the door next time." Baby Bear ran up to Goldilocks with a grin. "Will you come play with me? I'll show you my favorite hiding spot." Goldilocks laughed and agreed, feeling relieved that the three bears weren't angry with her. They spent the day together, playing games in the sunshine and sharing stories. Goldilocks learned that Papa Bear was a skilled carpenter, Mama Bear loved to bake pies, and Baby Bear enjoyed exploring the forest. As the sun began to set, Goldilocks thanked the three bears for their hospitality and promised to visit them again soon. She waved goodbye and skipped happily back home, knowing that she had made new friends in the most unexpected way. From that day on, Goldilocks always knocked on the door before entering any house or cottage. And whenever she wandered through the forest, she made sure to visit the three bears, who became her closest friends. They shared many more adventures together, proving that even unexpected beginnings can lead to lasting friendships. And so, the tale of Goldilocks and the three bears teaches us that kindness, understanding, and forgiveness can turn a scary encounter into a beautiful friendship that lasts a lifetime.